Hello everyone, my name is Trifium and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. We are here for Tier 2 racing action and we are in China. It is the Shanghai International Circuit for the highlights in this one, and we hope you enjoy the ones we picked out. Here, Crampy on pole position, the Alfa Romeo, a 42.351 from him in this very, very dynamic qualifying. Hurricane in the Ferrari, just 200ths less shy from him. Neon there in the McLaren. He rounds out the top three here. Azir, Rackety, 4 and 5. We'll go down through the rest of this grid on the formation lap. Them out in the chat. We are just about to get the lights on here in Shanghai. Of course, Unicorn, take us away.
Well, there we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here at Shanghai. And they got out and away we go here. And Hurricane, even on those hard combat tires, seems to have got a slightly better start than Crampy. The 3 medium runners behind them, though. Oh, and it's Rackety, I think, getting a bit sideways. And he's caught the Red Bull. There's another Renault off behind him. It's XTXP and Codders, the Haas and the Renault coming together. And that's a VSC. No one's out of this race on the restart, but a lot of cars sideways. Seems Neon and Azir are struggling to work out who should be ahead of who. Crampy does have DRS. The Williams has it as well. Crampy, a little bit of a late dive. Looking up the inside. He's lost his end plate on a Hurricane. A very, very interesting dive for Crampy. He probably would have got it had the Ferrari not been there.
Turns 2 and 3 now. A little bit of a shove of the Renault there. And there goes XTXP trying to find his line back through the inside. The McLaren, not entirely sure what's going on here. They're still wheel-to-wheel coming out of the turn. And I have to say, I don't know what to say about this. All coming out of Sector 1, Unicorn. This is absolutely wild racing we're seeing between these two.
Yeah, and the front lot aren't getting too split up either. Azir and Hurricane. Azir having a little look, but I think it's Jake who's the most likely to get one. And here he goes. He's got damage, but Crampy has fallen back with damage of his own.
Yeah, Neon has been unfortunately caught out, so he is slid. Jake Crampy, as you said, fighting here. There's so much fighting happening on this circuit. We're trying to get on board with all of it. Battle. Here goes Jake now on the inside. Using that DRS, not too much battery. Crampy sticking with the rears now as we come through the hairpin. We have another yellow flag through Sector 2. Looks like Neon and Relax have exchanged positions.
Yeah, 3 cars down there battling for P16 right now. I'm not quite sure which one the yellow flag was waved for, but it's a very, very tight battle indeed. And, well, Rackety out of the session, but Kai is the one who's retired.
There's a safety car deployment. Kai is
He's on
out.
the track.
He's out, and he is partially on circuit here.
Jones past Mammal as well. Henners and Swifty still battling as well. There's a lot of positions jostling for Mammal. Jake, they're only going to look at Jones, and Liam and Max O'Connor are still exchanging. Down for the final points position, and that is an Alpha Tauri well off the track. It's Liam. Relax just gets out of the way.
Far gone yet. We're coming into a hard-braking hairpin. We'll see if he's able to do something to catch up. Jake and Mammal now exchanging once again as we come into the hairpin. Here goes Mammal with a defense on the inside. A little bit of a lockup here, squeezing off the Red Bull. Very tight defense there for Mammal, but it's not going to be enough to hold off Jake for the time being. Neon now is on the move. He's in 12th position. Does he have something to do here with this AlphaTauri on the inside? A little bit of a shove there, a little bit of a tap, but Liam, no damage. Jones and Jake just ahead now. Jake is moving through into 6th, and he's taken 2 drivers inside of his sector. No DRS required, just a little bit of battery to get some torque into the tires, and it's away we go, says the Williams, and there he goes, ahead down into the hairpin.
Using ERS, but he just doesn't seem to have the pace on these guys. He did say prior to the race he's not that strong around this track. And
Neon wheel with Max now as we come out of Sector 1 into the S, and Neon has dispatched that Ferrari. Sorry to interrupt you there, Unicorn.
To play with, but he's not going to use any. He realizes this isn't exactly the place to defend, as you're not someone. He's racing there side by side going down to the hairpin. Henner's early on the brakes, not exactly going to make this difficult for Azir, but he will take it back if the Williams just leaves the door open like that. And now side by side into the final corner. Henner's, he doesn't want to fight this guy, but he does. Was he going to make it too hard as Weltering and Jones almost spin, and that's Crampy into the wall. Crampy is out of this race. A huge spin through the final corner.
That is not good for Crampy. Is that going to be another safety car here? That car is on circuit. We're trying to get a look. Relax is coming into the pit lane. We're not going to have the look that we want, and that is going to be a full course safety car.
To put a car in between Swifty and himself. And it looks like Azir's gone already.
Yeah, he's gone.
Mildly off course.
He's gone. Jake, I don't think he saw this coming.
Hurricane through, and he's done so. Henner's now up the inside of the Haas. He's going to take P6 to him, but ARS going straight up the inside of Swifty, and here he goes down into the hairpin. Swifty a little later on the brakes. Henner's around the inside. And, well, there you go. Easy as you like for the McLaren.
Hurricane around the outside of the hairpin. Azir under threat already. I didn't think it was going to come just yet, but the speed with that DRS. The exit now for the Ferrari. Wheel to wheel through the final turn. Ooh, there he goes. Hurricane is in the lead of this race, and already he has gone away like a rocket. Nearly a second the gap already. Henner's not dispatching Max just yet. The McLaren on the pit straight is through into 4th position coming through turn 1. And
so fortunate, and here you go, Striff, this carrier speed that we see when someone's left without DRS down this huge back straight. Jake doesn't, and well, that's game over, despite the fact that they both have 0 ERS in the tank. Jake a little later on the brakes. Henner's a little bit braver though. A little bit of a squeeze from the Brit, but he gets past into P3, and the tyre advantage showing its stripes, and now he's going to try and get Azir, as well as Jake has picked up a 3-second time penalty, so Hennis can finish on the podium now, Striff. Doesn't have DRS, there's not all they could do. There goes Hurricane winning the race for the Scuderia. Azir picks up P2, very well deserved. Hennis will be seated on that podium just ahead of Jake with that 3-second time penalty.
That wraps up this highlights video, everyone. We hope you enjoyed. Of course, you can check us out live next Wednesday, 8 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. Eastern. It will be the Tier 2 racing once again. And of course, big shout out to our partners, Next Level Racing, and their amazing lineup of affordable sim racing rigs. You can check them out at their website in the link below.